Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Stepping Up to the Plate. So glad you could join us. We are back here, and so is my main man, Al Prizzuti, from his sojourn down to the Cape, Yarmouth. Welcome back, Al. Good to see you. You almost had your Wally Pipp moment. We had Coach Greg Lannon here, and he did a great job. We were hoping he could join us. Maybe he'll do that, at some point in the future here. But we had a great time chatting about World Cup baseball, Celtics, and we got to give our hats off to España, La Roja, bravo, hey, well done. I mean, this team was unbelievable, led by the 19-year-old ingenue, Yamina Lamal. He was unbelievable, Al. They took out the defending champions, and as they say in sports, to be the man, you got to beat the man, and they did. It was complete and utter domination. I don't know if you watched that game at all.
I did, but their defense throughout the whole tournament was the best. I mean, look at Argentina. Still had Messi. They had everybody thought they, defending champs, that at least score. They didn't. They weren't even in. There was no chance that they were going to score.
And it was unbelievable to think about if the U.S. had somehow beaten Belgium, right? If they hadn't taken a beatdown like they had against Belgium, there was no shot they were going to get past Spain because they would have had to play Spain in the semifinal, and that would have been the
England,
end of the road.
Spain, France, Argentina,
Brazil,
all of those teams that would beat the Americans. They did fairly well, though. I mean, you got to give them credit, but
and it was I thought unbelievable. Tournament. Even more unbelievable than that, Al, was the consolation game, the third place game between France and England. It was like, France was getting blown out at the first half. 4-0. And then finally, I think they showed up and I'll tell you, I kept telling people, if Jude Bellingham doesn't score that last goal for England, it's a different story.
Oh, yeah.
Because France was coming.
I don't understand. I still have trouble understanding when it's 1-0, it's 85, 90 minutes in. When a team needs to score, they get beyond the center and they shoot it back to the goalie. I mean, that takes time.
Yes.
And I'm like, that would be like, it's like almost like on the power plays that the hockey players do. But what I don't understand is why they're not more offensive when they're down by one goal. In time's running out, you don't even know when the time's up.
Yes, Al, I couldn't agree more with you on that. I never, and perhaps it's a bit of a tactical move to draw the defense out so they can get past them. Because you know what happens? With these offsides rules, the defense doesn't have to cover the entirety of that third of the field, They just sit there and pack it in.
I understand they get it back to the goalie because then the goalie can grab it and kick it
over
all the way down to the other end. I understand that. Yeah. But it wastes precious time. Especially, not in the first few minutes, And then the formats where some teams went with the 4-2-1-3 like that, and the other ones went 4-3-2-1-3. It's different. So you got to learn the techniques, Americans, because we don't watch it that much.
Well, but we all became aficionados, really, and that's the beauty of this game and this tournament is that they drew nearly 69 million viewers, including Telemundo viewers. It was like 39. And almost 30 or something like that.
Well, 67.5 million of them were foreigners.
No doubt. No doubt.
2 million Americans going, what is that?
Because everyone probably turned off at, but I didn't. I stayed, and you know what, Al? I loved it. I'm going to miss it, and I can't wait for the next 4 years. And you know what's going to be even more exciting is that Spain Portugal and Morocco are going to host, and the defending champions are probably not going to have to play outside of their own, confines of their
Well,
nation.
the coach who's ever establishing whether it's offense, defense, and I don't know how that's done in soccer.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, they've got to come up with a better way. When the guy is in front, the goalie's here.
Yeah.
The guy's coming in, and he's got a really decent shot.
Yeah.
And he flips it back over this way. This one shoots it down this way. He gets it, shoots it back this way. Shoot it.
Yes.
That's a pretty big expanse.
They're trying to do is get guys side to side.
I understand.
And create a lane.
But then they get
I
guys
get
who
what
go
they're
in the
doing
corner.
there. But yeah, but when you're in a tight spot, tight confines, and you're trying to maneuver the ball, kick it out and let someone on the perimeter put it on net.
Well, look at the kid from France did it, and he scored. I
Oh
mean,
my
he hit a
God.
bullet for crying out
Oh
loud.
my God.
There was no way the goalie was going to do it.
Dembele. Al, he sat out the first half. I'm going, Didier Deschamps, what are you doing? This guy had a hat trick in
You're
the first
talking
half
about 90
against
minutes.
Norway.
These guys are going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think the best team won.
Yeah.
Although Argentina, if they won, everybody would have said
I
the
would
same
have
thing.
hated it, Al, if it came down to penalties and Argentina won that way.
Yeah,
That would have been
another
like,
thing I don't
no
like
one,
too
well,
much.
that would have left a sour taste in everyone's mouth. And it's funny how everybody universally disliked Argentina and was rooting for Spain.
Well,
I mean, I know that the Argentina had its fan, but everyone else, and it's because of this conspiracy theory that Argentina was getting all the they were the favorites of FIFA. FIFA wanted to see them in the final.
yeah, well,
And then in the final, what
defending
happens?
champion, too.
In the
I
final,
mean,
what
that's-
happens now? All bets are off,
yeah.
and they get red carded, and they're without a player for the entirety of the extra time, and I think like 5 to 10 minutes of regulation. But unbelievable. Here we are, Al, talking soccer, deep in this unbelievable run by the Red Sox. As we sit here, they are winners of 14 consecutive games, which ties the club record. And they will have a chance, to break it today.
They could break it. The second game breaks it.
Breaks
I
it.
think.
They'll match it today.
They can tie it today, and they could win it. But the bigger story, everybody keeps talking about, they won 14, they won 13, blah, blah, blah. Who they beat? They beat the Yankees.
Yes.
They beat the White Sox, who were in first place. They beat Tampa, who's in first place.
And they're being.
And they got Baltimore, who's in second or third.
Well, Baltimore's ahead of them. And then they got Toronto, who's at the bottom. You're talking about the reigning division champs.
But it's what they did. They went out on the road. They've been a better road team than home
That was
team, although they've won
unbelievable.
even now. Yeah.
9-0 on the road before the break.
And,
And they won some tremendous games.
I think the problem we all have, because let me put it this way. I can only speak for myself. I look at and said, who the heck is this Durbin? He don't even belong in the Cape Cod League.
Oh, my God.
And now
Oh, my God.
he's one of the best ball players. First of all, he's a good was always
They
was a good
should
defensive.
be clearing a spot for him in Cooperstown now.
Jesus. Unbelievable. I mean, he's been a player. The kid at shortstop the other night saved
Cheng.
Geraldo Chapman there because there was a runner on second base. They could have scored and tied the game.
Big time. Well, Al, let me ask you this. Trevor Story, he's sitting in the dugout now. He's getting ready to come back.
No, they're going to play him.
Do you want him back?
Yeah. Well, I don't want him back. Listen, it's not that I don't want him back. If he gets in the lineup and he goes, 2 for 20, he doesn't bring that much. He's a good shortstop, though. He's made a lot of errors, but he's a good shortstop. So did
He's a good
Bregman.
leader and everything. But, Al, I think he's been more of a liability than he's been an asset to this team.
If he's injured, he's a liability.
I'll have you put on your GM hat. Trading deadline's coming up. Would you package him?
Oh, yeah.
With
Well,
some,
I mean,
like the
nobody's gonna
Marcelo
take it.
Mayer, you package Trevor Story, and you offer to pay the freight on Trevor Story,
Yeah.
and then you sweeten it with a pick
Too old, first of all.
to bring back like Mason Miller from the Padres, the pitcher.
Yeah. Well,
You know, you're going to need pitching going down the road.
They need right-handed bats.
And
what they need.
well,
That's
they
what's
went and they
winning
got this
games
kid
for them now.
Jemai Jones. They picked
Yeah,
right-handed. Second game, he hits a homer.
First time up.
Yeah.
But he looks like a, what do you call it? I mean, if you look at his stats, this kid is a has-been.
Well,
I mean, he's not somebody that
a lot
I'd
of
go
people
out.
said that of Anthony Ziegler, who is now having a hell of a series.
Well,
he's owning second base now.
Yeah,
you know.
But Ziegler, I mean, he's done the job,
Yeah.
okay, that they asked him to do. But if you look at him too, I mean, they're doing this with Band-Aids, if you look at it. And maybe, look at, Cedeno Raphael is a ball player.
Yeah.
The kid in right field
Will, you're Brew.
is the best clutch hitter when he can
He's
hit.
got the best power stroke of anyone on that team right now.
Yeah, except for Contreras.
Yeah,
Contreras is
Contreras
the best. That's a steal.
But how about this, Al? In that series that they played against the Rays, right? They go up and they get back-to-back bunts,
Yeah.
which and then they had back-to-back homers.
Yeah, well, they had 6 bunts in this 14-game winning streak.
Right.
They had 6 going into the. So, I mean, everybody's talking about small ball. They're not playing small ball.
No, they're playing smart ball, is what I think.
Yeah, because they're hitting home runs and they're playing. They're
moving
moving runners over.
Right.
They're stealing bases. I mean, they got speed. They've always had speed.
Yeah.
And bunting. So they're playing baseball the way
Right.
it should be played.
Right, Al.
And the kid,
They're pitching, they're hitting, they're playing defense,
Yeah,
they're getting timely hits,
yeah.
and they're doing it at home here at Fenway.
They need
where
a
they
couple
couldn't
of
win
things.
a game.
To win the World Series, though, they need a catcher. I mean, both of the catchers. One is a good defensive guy.
Yeah.
The other one is a throw-in, really, on the.
You know, my
Mookie Betts
only
deal.
regret, Al, is that the Tartan Army didn't get a chance to see this. That they didn't get the chance to witness this, be a part of this. You know, they're the ones who brought the life back to Fenway, I think, because when they were here, the Sox took an ugly loss. But they brought some, spirit back to the old barn.
Well, I played golf a couple of weeks ago with
Yeah.
a guy who owns 5 restaurants.
Oh.
Irish restaurants. And he told me that he made more money off the Scots, couldn't get him out of the pub, the Black Rose, than he did all last year during Christmas season. So,
Well, you know what's hilarious? When they descended upon Boston, like all the TV stations ran to they went out to the airport to Logan to go chronicle their arrival. Channel 5 was out there. And here they come, the Tartan Army. They start trickling in, and they've got their full regalia, with the kilts, and the headdress and all this stuff. And one guy, they stuck a microphone, and one guy says, "Well, we had a wee bit of a scandal on the plane." And the reporter's like, "Really? What happened?" I says, "Well, we ran out of beer." And you know what? I knew these guys are coming here to party. And you know what? They were the life of the party. And although Spain hoisted, rightfully so, the World Cup trophy, the winner was Scotland in my book. The winner was Scotland. They won this World Cup.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the real crazy part about this whole FIFA, especially because it was here in different locations, but it
Yes.
was here in New England, was they extended the bar, keeping it open until 3
3
o'clock.
in the morning, yeah.
And now Governor Healy wants to make it a law, which
And,
I think is
to bring
wrong,
back happy hour.
which is wrong. Look at
Yeah, you know,
the
and I talked to
Boston,
some people.
Boston police. I talked to them. I mean, I have a lot of
Yeah.
cop friends, but they all said the same thing. Yeah, so now you're going to let people drink for another hour. There'll be more accidents, more crime,
more wrong way.
more this.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I talked to some people there, servers and whatnot. As it is, on a weekday night, right? On a weekend night,
Yeah.
they're not getting out there before 3 o'clock. And so if you extend it to 3, those people are working till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And
I used
so
to
you got to consider
bartend.
it. Yeah.
I mean, you'd do a wedding, And then after the wedding, you had to restock. You had to do all the
All
stuff.
that
You didn't get. I
clean.
mean, so
Yeah.
you finished at say 4:00 in the afternoon or 5 in the end. You didn't get out of there until 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
then you could play cards though. So.
But it's unbelievable what's been happening here in Boston. We're so lucky that we had the World Cup here, that we got to see some incredible athletes, Mbappe and Harlan, coming through here. Who else was there? Harry Kane, I think, also made a cameo here with England. So, but it was, unbelievable to see just how everybody, the world, became one for that time. And like I said, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. What I'm gonna miss, Al, is being able to turn on the TV especially during the group stage, and there were games. There were always games. Games to like occupy your interest, and there would be like great games between different teams, different countries. That you wouldn't ordinarily watch.
Yeah.
Like I became fans of the Morocco team. I became fans of Cape Verde team. Cape Verde was unbelievable. And that's the other thing, Al. How good are they? After Spain wins it, you're sitting there going back and going, how good was Cape Verde? They held them, they went 0-0 in the first game. Remember that? What a shockwave that sent throughout the tournament. That Cape Verde held Spain scoreless.
But if you watch, whoever the favorite is, or like France, I thought was the
the best team.
odds-on favorite to win it. But Spain, Argentina, England, all of this stuff. But every team, you watch it. I mean, it's 65 minutes in, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And you say to yourself, geez, one goal and it's over. And so I think that there's a little more, I don't want to say parity, but opportunity for teams that aren't that good if they play solid defense to win.
But
And that's what Cape Verde did. And that's what Morocco did.
France,
as a matter of fact.
in their loss against Spain in the semifinal, Mbappe had like 37 touches. That was it. That was unbelievable. That was a clinical dissection of France.
If you get down to the end and you have these penalty kicks or whatever they call it, different in hockey.
Yeah.
It's much different in hockey. I'm not a big fan of winning a game after 65 minutes of playing.
Yeah.
Nothing, and then you go to a shootout.
Yeah.
That to me is stupid.
Right.
And even in soccer it makes it even worse because the goal is so wide.
Yeah.
The goalie has no chance unless he guesses correctly.
That's all it is. It's a good guess. That's what it
And
turns
so
out
how
to
do you
be.
decide a 90 minutes of nothing?
And they're like guys who go up and like they do the samba before they
They think somebody's going to go, when is he going to do it? When is he going to kick? Is he going to stop? I don't know.
I love it, man. But I'm excited for the next round, and I'm gonna watch some MLS. I want to see how they turn out. Do you think the revolution gets? And you know what? The Women's World Cup is coming up.
I know.
And you know what? The U.S. is legit in Women's World Cup.
They're better than the American team. So.
Well, they've won the thing. Carly Lloyd had one of the best goals in World Cup history when they won. I think back in 2008. I want to say they're playing Japan. She kicked it from midfield and it went in. She just hit it right over the goalies and it was in.
Well, yeah, a lot of those goals where the goalie, I guess, lunges.
Yeah.
Thing goes right over their heads because there's a pretty big expanse from the top of his head to the top of the You know what it is? If you've got these guys do this all the time. It's like watching a golfer from 65 feet.
Right.
And they lag it up and tap it in.
Yeah.
Where average guys go 65 feet to 20 feet to 5 feet and 3 putt. I mean, it's amazing.
It is.
Everybody talks about golf, with how far these guys hit the ball, and it's approach shots, chipping and putting. that separate them. Because a lot of guys go down the range any day and you
Yeah,
watch
you see
and you say,
guys
"Geez,
bombing
this
it."
guy
Yeah.
can kill it."
Right. Well,
And then he goes out and he can't do it.
and funny you mentioned golf. Segue to the British Open, won by New Zealander Ryan Fox. Al, this guy I think captured everyone's fancy because of his approach, no nonsense. He walked up, he hit it. He didn't hover over the ball. He wasn't overthinking it. In fact, the putt he made to win it, I was astonished how he gave it very little,
Well,
I
does
guess
it
he
on
didn't
every-
do his due diligence like all the other guys do,
Yeah, but
measuring every blade of grass between the ball and the hole.
But he does the same thing every time. So
But
that
you know what?
is
That
the same
shows
as a
that
guy
he
who.
has confidence in his game. He doesn't overthink it. Wraps it. He wrapped that thing and sent it right in for the win.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was astonished because I thought, okay, he's gonna lag it maybe. No, he went right for it.
I felt bad for Sam Burns. I like Sam Burns. I
Yes,
think he's one of the best putters in the game. And he didn't play poorly. He had that stretch of
Couple
three
bogeys.
bogeys.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then he putted every other hole.
I thought Scotty Scheffler was going to make a run. He was in the hunt.
Yeah.
He was in contention for several birdies. His putter kind of failed him.
Well, his putter has been failing him all year.
Yes.
He hasn't played as well. Even when he doesn't play well, he's there.
Yeah.
That's the thing that separates him from other players. You watch some like Spieth. Spieth was
Boy,
10 over.
He's like falling out of the map.
Well, he hasn't won in 4 years.
Might as well go join the Live.
Well, he was supposed to play in the 3M.
Yeah.
He was invited. He wanted to play, and then all of a sudden he withdrew. Now they don't know whether he said, "I got a problem. I got to work on my game, and I can't compete," or whether it was something else. But there's a kid that everybody thought was the next Tiger, so to speak,
Right.
and he's done nothing. Thomas has done very little. Good player. They're all good
Solid
players.
player, yeah.
I mean, but
Xander Schauffele's always in the mix.
Schauffele's a good.
Morikawa's always in the mix.
Oh yeah, well the same guys. Look at the kid. What's his name? Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh.
That was he lived right only
Around the
15
corner.
minutes away.
Unbelievable. It would have been a tremendous story. But how about, Al, the brouhaha that Bryson DeChambeau caused when he incurred a two-stroke penalty for, it was blatant, Al.
No, I don't know.
Blatant, Al.
I think
he went and trampled
No, I think
that grass around his ball.
I think
Al,
Furyk said it best.
You might as well put a weed whacker in your
No,
bag
no,
if you're
no,
going to be
no,
doing
no.
that.
I agree with Furyk. These guys do this all the time.
They trampled
and it
the-
wasn't within the line of his shot. And
I-
he watched it
Go back
closer
and
than
look
us.
at it. Go
I know.
back and
Well,
look at it.
I mean, he
most
watched
people
it
tread
closer than me.
carefully around the line for fear that they're going to cause the ball to move.
Fans love Bryson DeChambeau, of course.
Oh, yeah. But
McIlroy should
McIlroy's
keep
no
his,
fan of
well,
his.
He should keep his big mouth shut anyway.
I love him. I love him.
I can't stand the kid.
I'm glad he called him out. I'm glad he called him out.
Well, look at Scheffler. Scheffler said the right thing. I play with this guy all the time. One thing he's not is a cheater.
Yeah. Do you think there's a little English American bias there versus English, American?
No. I think
backing
McIlroy
up?
can't keep his mouth shut sometimes. He's an opinionated kid. I should say that.
I think he had reason because, he was challenging the ruling. He held up everybody.
they
and then
wanted-
they couldn't find out. They couldn't set the
What
tee
they
times.
wanted to say about Chambly, he does this all the time, is he's theatrical. He's putting his hands up like this, and that's what made
Performative, he said. That's what he called it, performative.
You know what? And, you watch these things, and watching the British Open is probably the most unique of all the tournaments of the majors.
It really is.
Because, God, you could get into, I don't know whether it's fescue or
gorse.
what. It's
The gorse.
It's this thick, and they come out of it. I can't believe how they come out. I would go from here to the end of the table, and
sprained
everybody
wrist,
would
by the way,
say,
too.
"You can't get it. Nobody can get it out of there.
Sprained
These
wrist.
guys get it out, And all they're talking about is it going to jump out? Is it going to go left? Is it going?
Yeah. You just want to get it out of jail, you know.
Amazing.
And that's what Bryson DeChambeau wanted. He wanted a get out of jail free card, you know, like the one that Francis Bulligan got from the FIFA guy, you know. But no, that was the Royal and Ancient said, you know what? We set the rules here. There's no way you're going to circumvent it. And I think that's what DeChambeau was
There's
trying to do.
still all kinds of controversy, even with the group.
Yeah.
That said, some of them said, well, you know, this is a little, we're stretching a little. Others were saying, the rule is a rule, or whatever.
They hold it to the rule. Yeah.
Well, you know.
So, I mean, if you play golf with somebody, right, and you see them break a rule, are you going to call him on it, or are you going to let him call himself on it?
Depends on what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I see guys go into the woods and find the ball in 2 seconds. I go in the woods, I never found a ball.
So what do you wind up doing?
Well, what he did is he dropped the ball in there and then, I got it. Yeah, he got it. Who's in there with him? Nobody. And then these other people that kick the ball when they walk up because they're in a little divot and kick it out and say, all right, put it on a...
Play. Winter rules. Judge Smales.
Yeah, in July, winter rules. But anyways.
Judge Smales, you're a tremendous slouch. Oh my God. That's one of my favorite movies, by the way. Cultural reference to Caddyshack, for those of you who have never seen that. That movie was out like back in the 80s.
Amazing.
You know?
Amazing.
When he goes into the gift shop and gets I'll take a dozen of those naked lady tees. And he turns to the guys, Judge Smales is trying on the hat. Oh, you must get a bowl of soup with this.
He's a piece of work anyways.
Oh, God. We're having fun here.
I'm a little disappointed in my cable. I went on vacation last week.
Oh, well.
And I came back.
Yeah.
And now the lineup, they've taken stations that I watched all
NFL
the time.
Network? NFL Network, right?
Well,
Did they take that away?
The Three Stooges.
No. Oh.
I can't watch
can't
the
find
Three
MeTV?
Stooges. My wife likes Perry Mason at 11:30. That's gone. And I went
moved it?
through from 2
Are you in Comcast?
all the way down to, no, I'm on the other one,
Oh,
Fios.
RCN?
Yeah, no, Fios, I think.
Oh, okay.
But I went all the way down
What a travesty.
looking for Perry Mason at 11:30. It's not there. Now from 2 to 5:02 on ours,
Yeah.
it's gone.
What? Wow.
And I don't know where it is because I look and
Oh, brutal. Well, the merger with NFL Network and ESPN, which led to a lot of layoffs there, including Carl Ravitch and Ryan Clark. I thought he was a great guy. You know, now I can't get NFL Network, you know, because they've merged with ESPN.
So today, in the last week, what are the Red Sox are playing at 1 today, and then at 7.
Yeah, so they could be
Tough to win a doubleheader. I think
well,
today.
but they've done it.
Yeah, I know,
done
but
it.
today is going to be, I think, the day.
Yep. All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Al. Thank you for coming back. We're glad you and Judy had a great time down there, and we look forward to seeing you next time, stepping up to the plate. Take care, everybody.